Aha! Bet you thought you saw the last of me. And well, since I'm back on FiveWhoFans for today, what better way to do that than go to heaven and back? Oh god, I really just say that. So hello once again, people of the internet, and let's talk about Heaven Sent. So what can be arguably a mixed series between the fans, we finally get it. We finally get the episode with Peter Capaldi's Doctor that we deserve, at last. I absolutely loved Heaven Sent. I actually think it's the best episode of the series so far. I think since episode 9, each episode's been getting better and better and better. And this is the first time I can safely say in a number of years, Doctor Who might actually be on its way to winning some awards again. Actually, specifically Peter Capaldi might be on his way to winning an award for Doctor Who because of this episode alone. Peter Capaldi's Doctor, he's been very mixed, especially this series. He went from being in Series 8 a very grumpy, very dark Time Lord, to being the sort of hipster grandfather at the start of, Series 9, to a bit more serious, but, a bit more lighthearted, to now this, more of a Hartnell-esque sort of Time Lord, which is what we kind of expected, but still with this sort of sass and modernization that these Doctors sorely need in this time and age to kind of stay with the times. Well done, Stephen Moffat. I never thought I would say that ever again, but well done, Stephen Moffat. He wrote a really good Doctor Who script, in my opinion. Yeah, there is a lot of people out there arguing that it's just basically Sherlock and Doctor Who. And yeah, it is. The Doctor's a mind palace in his TARDIS, which I really like. I really, really like that, don't we all kind of want to know how the Doctor's brain works in, situations where, he could be facing potential death. The fact that it's inside the TARDIS, and the fact that he speaks to the TARDIS like he should. Capaldi hasn't had any of those intimate moments with the TARDIS yet. I'm so glad he's got those, and I really hope we get more. And just the overall lighting and cinematography, like towards the end of the episode when we get those Mind Palace moments, the fact that the TARDIS is dimmed, and then each panel lights up, and then the top panels TARDIS light up, and then bits of the console light up, and then eventually when he gets the bright idea, the center column lights up at last, illuminating the whole TARDIS. Absolutely love that. I actually find this to be the scariest episode in a very long time, and not just hiding behind your sofa kind of scary, or this really is going to give you nightmares. I mean, it might give you nightmares. I think in a way it'll give you nightmares, but not like outright there's a scary thing chasing you. The Veil is an absolutely great design and interesting concept, even though we still don't quite know what it is. We just know it's something designed to scare the Doctor, or at least that's what I got from it anyway. But it looked brilliant, and the concept about the screens and it being connected to the Veil. While this episode is great, it isn't perfect. It has some of the Moffat tropes that Listen has, and some other ones that do kind of spoil a little bit, but it is really clever when you think about it overall. And some of them are quite good. The fact that, the Doctor can just, use his life to bring back, another version of himself, and keep on, discovering more as time goes along, and getting more knowledge, and then, punching through the diamond wall. A little bit stupid that he's punching through a diamond wall and he hasn't, broken his arm. So while I really like the concept of the Doctor's personal hell, does fall under those little Stephen Moffat tropes that sadly trip it up. And God, I wish they would just go away. And discovering that the actual thing in the end is the confession dial, like the Doctor's been trapped in the confession dial, I kind of like that concept. A lot of people didn't like that from The Witch's Familiar and, The Magician's Apprentice. Everyone thought it was a bit pointless, and for that it was, because, oh no, the Doctor's gonna die again, We've done this a million times already. The fact that the actual dial itself held his own personal hell was really clever, in my opinion. Because it's like, okay, that actually makes a lot more sense when you think about it. And especially why, he still has it on him in Face the Raven, and why they took it off him. And where else would you really trap him, to make him confess to everything, all of his deepest, darkest secrets. And, in his last will and testament. Like I said, more or less, this was just a Capaldi-centric episode. If finally, while we got it last week a little bit more towards the end with Clara's death, This episode really gave the 12th Doctor finally some time to expand his wings, show us what he can really be like. You know, I think this is a more truthful version of him, and I really hope he sticks around, depending on how next week goes. Definitely the standout episode of Series 9. Still debating if it's my favourite or not, but definitely the standout episode of Series 9, definitely. Which sadly, as much as I love saying that, there wasn't many standout episodes of the series so far. So yeah, don't forget to leave your verdict of the episode Heaven Sent in the comment section below or on the FiveWhoFans official website. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys when I see you next. Stay awesome, YouTubers, and enjoy next week. Bye.
Emotions, things we experience all the time. They come in a variety of types and flavours, much like biscuits. They're usually had in reaction to audible and visual stimuli, like Claridine.